Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for checking in. We're now live at the second episode of Hot 16's with your host here, AJ Tainer. And today we have a really interesting guest, a very fun guest. Part of the big reason why, things have escalated to the reason they have escalated to, and why we actually are out here speaking to you today on the episode of the podcast. And without further ado, let's welcome in no other than himself, Mr. Clash.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Clash D from OKL, our crew life. You can find me on Clash__D, Clash XTV on YouTube. And vibe out, man. Tune in.
Yeah, vibe out. Yeah, man. Hey, thank you for joining us today. This is actually great, man. Like I said right at the beginning of all this, we actually wouldn't really be like right now talking where we're at without just a simple connection, just from a mutual friend. Clash here actually put me on, what was it, like 2 months ago?
Yeah, when we shot the Cypher?
Yeah, we shot the Hood Cypher, and ever since then, man, I've just been active out here in this whole game, and we're not stopping. We are absolutely not stopping. We're going to keep this momentum going. Clash, tell us a little bit about what you actually got going on there with the Hood Cyphers and your whole vision with your page and everything you got going on.
For sure. Well, we got Hood Theory. It's the name of the YouTube channel. It's a channel I put together because wanted a different platform to promote more of the brand than my music. My music and the Hood Theory YouTube channel are two separate things, and just wanted to create a platform, promote the brand, make a platform for other artists, rap, dancers, skaters, art, as visual arts, anybody that's pretty much has a hustle, any type of creative flow. We're just trying to put ciphers together, get them on. We're doing Hood Theory beer pong, so pretty much just interviews. They're gonna be coming out more episodes. I have a few episodes right now. But just me kind of lagging on the editing side. I'm going to start dropping more
yeah,
content.
Man. Hey, but, it's all a process, and editing, there's a lot more than just pulling up. And
it's for sure time-consuming.
Yeah.
It takes hours.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a thing, that I'm actually learning every day. Like I'm always out here trying to network or watch a video or just something just to peep my game on how to, get better at what I'm doing. And, with further ado, let's start rallying up some questions here for you.
Shoot them.
So, if we could do this, Clash, where do you originate from, man? Where are your stomping grounds out here in Southern California?
Pretty much LA County. Grew up in the city of Southgate. It's a pretty chill city of LA, it's on the southeast side. Not nothing too crazy. It's nothing like Compton or Watts, but Compton and Watts is down the street from where I live at. So growing up, you always had a lot of heads in my high school that grew up in South Central and Watts, and they will always make fun of us. Like, it was funny, like Watts and South Central heads, Compton heads, go like, "Oh, you guys have it nice out here. You guys have it easy." But it's funny because once you go to Downey, you have everybody just saying that, "Oh, you live in the ghetto. You live in the freaking bad side of town." I was like, dude, like, it's just funny because you always have both sides. You have the people from the real hood who are actually fucking living fucking in some trenches and shit, like, look down on us for being bougie, and then you got Downey on the other side of Southgate looking down on us because we're too ghetto and hood. Exactly. So it's kind of like funny, like, what are we? Are we good or are we not? But it's pretty chill in Southgate.
Well, here you go. Here's the perspective of someone from the middle of nowhere. If I go into a neighborhood and I see bars on the window, ghetto.
For sure, right.
So I'm not, I don't know the politics like that down here, and I don't know the whole demographic and, the whole everything that's going on. But my first impersonation of Southgate, it was 2014, and I haven't really, done too much in my little small life, but when I first came out, it was like Southgate, Linwood area. It definitely was a culture shock for me. Like, it was definitely different, because I'm used to my dad leaving the window down with the keys to the car, like, on the ground, all the doors unlocked, and, we know everybody, like, you're not getting very far. So for me, it was definitely like a big culture shock, to see Southgate for what it was.
Yeah, for sure. I'll hear your car gets broken into. My growing up, our car has been broken into plenty of times. My dad's lost his, he always had a truck, and every truck he had, and like, they never lasted. The tailgate? Or
tailgate, tail lights.
What's it called? The back seat.
Tailgate.
The tailgate?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tailgate freaking always gone. Like, freaking, there was like never fucking like there was never a truck that he never got that shit jacked. And if he did replace it, it wouldn't last that long.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad, you know, and especially in these bigger city areas, depending on where you're at. I mean, dude, cars, like, I don't know how people figured it out. I'm a car guy. I grew up a car guy. Dude, there's money in everything on a car. And what's crazy about it, if you sell it all in one piece, it ain't worth shit. But if you sit there and you pick and prod at it.
So you probably get a lot of money out of that car.
Well, I mean, for instance, this catalytic converter. You know,
Yeah.
the whole thing going on in California where, you know, you got people stealing catalytic converters.
My boss, I think, has lost 2 of them already since I've been working for him.
Yeah, my car that I have, I used to live in Santa Cruz, and someone attempted to take my catalytic converter, but I caught them in the process. But it was so funny because I don't know if they were like high or they didn't know what they were doing, but they were cutting off my tailpipe. They weren't even cutting off the cat, and still to this day, you can go check it. My exhaust, it's missing the tailpipe. I only got about 3/4 of an exhaust.
Fucking clowns.
Yeah, but hey, man, it's crazy out there.
How'd you catch them?
I heard him. I heard him. I was like, me and my boys, we were up, and all of a sudden, you just heard some people talking outside. We looked right out the window, flashlights all around my car. We ran out there, me and my boys, and you know, we did our thing. And that was actually out in Santa Cruz. And that was in literally probably like the only, like, kind of, how do you even say it? Not dangerous, but just like, you don't want to be there.
The bad side of town.
Yeah, like, probably it was just this certain area. It was Ocean Street, right off Ocean Street.
For sure.
Wasn't a lot of good shit going on
Every
there.
neighborhood has their bad side.
Yeah, and, we caught him. Dude, there was another story, too. On that same block, my boy had a car that was broken down on that block for 4 months, and someone broke into the car and stole the title, went downtown into Santa Cruz and sold the car to some random person. And we pull up, and the hood is up, and this guy's working on his car. And my friend's like, hey, what are you doing in my car? He's like, oh, I just bought this. I have the title right here in my hand. And my friend's like, yeah, my car got broken into and my title got stolen. Thank you for returning that. You got scammed. And that's the thing people do out there, is another thing that's not really like catalytic converter.
Yeah.
But people are literally bipping your car and taking your title and selling your car without even showing the car to someone.
I gotta say, what was the title doing inside the car?
He was just kind of an irresponsible person.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
just at home right
but
now.
the thing is, I mean, most people do keep their title in their glove box with their registration. You know, it's another part of like,
I've never heard of that. I always had the freaking title from every car I've had. And
like
car
a pink slip or something.
Yeah, everybody
you know?
always leaves it in the pad, you know, like in the safe. Mm-hmm. They put away. This is how I have my shit.
Yeah, yeah. But another thing here. Let's see here. What did I got for you?
Where are the hopes? What it says?
Nah, nothing like that. Here you go. No, this is one I wanted to ask you. So with hip hop and everything that you got going on, we all get inspired. You know, we all have our inspirations and whatnot. And I can truly say a big inspiration for me, you already know, I'm from the Bay Area, and I express that to the fullest. And Eminem, I know he's from Detroit, but Eminem and Mac Dre were some of the first artists that I picked up and started listening to. And I'm going to ask you, Clash, what are some of the first artists that you picked up, and what are some of the things that you were listening to at the time that got you into what you're doing today?
The first time I ever wrote lyrics has to be elementary school. I was in elementary, 5th, 4th grade, and I was already trying to like put together songs. Even though nothing rhymed, I just thought like, just start writing like a song and a concept. And what really hit me with that was I remember hip hop. I wasn't really that aware of it. I was more, my dad had me grow up on freaking Aerosmith, AC/DC,
Hell yeah.
your basic classic rock bands. And one day he was trying to convince me to wear a long sleeve under a shirt, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." As a kid, I was like, I want to wear that." And then he told me like, "Oh, what are you talking about? People like cool people fucking wear that shit all the time." And the first thing he does is puts on I think MTV or something, and it's the Candy Shop song, and with
50
50 Cent. And at the end, one scene he had it, and he was like, "You see, like he's wearing it, and like he's surrounded by chicks. Like you see, like yo, if you wear like this, wear this outfit, you'll probably be surrounded by chicks too." And that was the first time I saw rap, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's this?" And then after that, my first like music I bought was this fucking mixtape at a swap meet, and it was a classic like 80s songs with like Sir Mix-a-Lot and Vanilla Ice and just dudes like that, like classic 80s like mainstream hip hop, and that was like my first album I bought, and I would bump that shit like crazy, and that album was what made me want to like write lyrics and call I wanted to be called DJ something, I forgot what.
Yeah.
But fucking, and yeah, 5th grade, I gotta say, like 4th grade, that's when I really want to start writing music. I wanted to be a DJ, and I for sure wanted to be involved with music. And then it wasn't until I got a little older, but at the same time, I thought, that's like it's unachievable at the time when I was a kid. And then I got older, and I found out about Hobson and how he did it independently. And then
but really quick though, I am gonna say we are gonna give Hobson a shout out because he does have a song out there called Hot 16's.
Oh shit! I think I've heard that one.
I'm not. There's no connection. I didn't name my podcast or my company based off that. That was actually something I was reminded of after, but we'll let Clash continue. I just wanted to shout out Hobson really quick.
Shout out to that guy, man.
Yeah.
He's for sure made a huge impact to the game.
He was a pioneer.
Hands down, there's a lot of dudes out right now. I could honestly believe, like, if it wasn't for Hobson, like, they probably want to even believe, like, oh shit, we can actually do this on our own. Don't need a label. You don't need
Tech Nine.
You don't need some. Yeah, and then obviously when I got older, once after I went down the Hobson trail, started seeing freaking Tech, started seeing Master P, started learning freaking a gang of people fucking
independent rap, been doing it. Yeah,
and then I saw, shit, like, it is possible, and like, it's like swing right now it's independent. Obviously, everybody would love the $1 million contract, but in reality, you gotta grind your way until you get even fucking offer that shit.
Yeah, definitely. And like with the whole independent scene, like with back on like the company here at Hot 16's, Tech is another big inspiration. Well, no, dude, Tech 9 was like I honestly I didn't know what independent music was until I found out who Tech 9 was, and he was like always saying, "Oh, we do it independent. And I was like, "There's a difference." Just growing up being like,
for sure. You think that you have to know somebody.
Music.
Yeah, you have to know somebody, and like to know somebody, and fucking, it's all connections. Like, and you gotta sign your soul, and like, there's all these fucking theories of what it takes to be successful artists.
And with Tech, man, I just noticed because I pay attention to more than just the artist. The analytics, the who the artist is, and man, I was watching his videos when I was 12, 13 years old, and this guy's like doing equal crowds to mainstream artists.
Fuck yeah.
And I remember when I went to my first Tech 9 concert, and this was in 2014 in Santa Cruz at the Catalyst. Shout out to the Catalyst too, man. If you're ever out in Santa Cruz, California, and you guys are looking for a great venue, I'm talking, this venue has hosted acts.
It sounds familiar. I think I've heard of it. I've seen like acts, but like I've been trying to get myself booked on some like North Cal fucking shows, but like obviously they're fucking far. You gotta fucking,
we got
a trip out of it.
Oh no, man. Well, we got a network, and there's a lot of great venues out in Santa Cruz too. Catalyst is it's the biggest. It's definitely the main floor. It's like 800, 900 people on the main stage, and then they have an atrium in the back, and it's 250. So I mean, I've seen some pretty dope sellouts there, and it's surreal. It's one of those like OG like concert venues, that still kind of has a little bit of pride in like who they are,
For sure.
But other than that, right now, who's your favorite artist out? Right now.
Favorite? Shit. Dylan. If you don't know what that means, go watch some Dave Chappelle. You're sleeping. But that's a dull joke. Fucking for those Dave Chappelle fans that know that episode. But gosh, right now this moment, it's kind of hard because like right now I'm just so focused on listening to like the local scene. Like obviously there's the big hitters. I want to say probably the most like more recent relevant dude that's probably fucking like killing it, other than the fucking the OGs. I have to say fucking fuck, I fucking lost his name. Like Jordan Lucas, like for sure.
Hey.
His music, he knows like how to fucking approach a vibe. He has bars, and like that's the thing about him. Like, 'cause, like some people sacrifice bars, and then they don't have a good melody, they don't have a good delivery, but they got bars, but like the song doesn't make you feel anything. And then some people are all vibe and have no bars, and I feel like Jordan Lucas has that that really dope middle.
You know who I saw Joyner Lucas open for?
Who?
Hobson.
Really?
And I saw Joyner Lucas open for Hobson right after Hobson had left Funk Volume and started his new label, Undercover Prodigy. And the first show that he did under his new label was in Santa Cruz, California at the Catalyst sometime in September. I don't remember the exact date, but Joyner Lucas was the opener.
That's crazy.
And I remember I actually had the chance. I got to meet him, but at that time, he was an opener. You know, he's just opening for Hobson. Hobson brings him on tour. I'm doing my thing. I'm walking around the venue. There he is standing at the bar. And he's wearing a Joe Thornton San Jose Sharks hockey jersey. I'm like, Joyner Lucas? He's like, yeah, man, what's up? I mean, just totally humble. And I was like, dude, like, holy shit, like, wow. Like, I was just insanely blown away. And this guy is a marketing machine. And I say this because he has an album out. And it's his phone number. That, like, 559, that album with, like, a phone number on it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, anyhow, moral of this is, he did a skit before the show opened, and he told everybody to put this number in his phone, or in your phone.
Yeah.
Well, the number on that album is the number that he gave us. I still have the note on my phone from the show and the date about 2 or 3 years before that fucking album came out, where he told all of us to get our phone out and put the number in and save that and remember it.
So what did you ever call it? What happened?
No, it wasn't that we ever called it. You know, he just said, oh, just save the number, you know? I didn't think of anything of it. And then he dropped that album. But I remembered the first 3 digits of it, and I saw the album, and then I looked at my notes, and I looked at the album, and by that time, he had already blown up on a mainstream status. Like, you know, and that's crazy. You don't even know who you're watching. And that's the great thing about the Catalyst, too. We saw Post Malone for $17, bro.
Shit.
At the Catalyst when we were like, fuck, 2015? Yeah. Before Stoney came out, we played at the Catalyst, we saw him, and yeah, man, there's been a gang of talent that's gone through there, and it's just on this absolute superstar level.
Yeah, man, that's the shit about, that's why I have that new song, Nobody Knows. It's pretty much the concept, like, you just don't know, like, you just don't know who's gonna pop off, because, like, everybody has their theories, everybody has their fucking formulas, like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that with your music, and at the end of the day, I feel like all that stuff does apply. But in the day, it's just like, it's nobody knows, man. It's the crowd. People gotta fuck with you. That's some advice I learned from some successful artists. Like, at the end of the day, like respectfully, that's why I won't name them. They say, like, yeah, the music doesn't matter. Even though, like, they probably wouldn't say it, like, in an interview, like, all the music doesn't matter. But to an extent, they will say, like, it doesn't matter to an extent, because what matters more is that the people fuck with you. Because, like, you could be whack, but if people like you, they're gonna go on to your shows. That's it. They gotta like you, your charisma, like the person you are, what you stand for. Like, people fuck with you. Like, and that's the main part also with music, because the music is an emotional thing. You know, people hear music and it makes you feel something. Yeah. And that's why sometimes like trying to force people to want to be into your music, to me, I feel is in a way is disrespectful, because like music is an intimate thing. You know, we hear music, make ourselves feel better, to make a better time. It's a connection. To get us through our hard times, and then like you want to force people to like, hey, let me be that escape for you. Like, that's like, dude, come on, man, you gotta earn that shit. Like, whichever way that earning is, you know, them just fucking with you and being a fan of like who you are and what your music makes them feel. And you definitely, you got to be able to relate to it too. You know, like, maybe like you make a certain type of music and I make a certain type of music, and we may not connect to a certain like personal level, but we like each other's music, but the connection is different. For sure. You know, like, we all put our energy in towards something, you know, and there's a lot of work out there. Like with the comment you just made with the Nobody Knows, I actually just had the honor, once again, shout out to Clash. I made the cameo in the upcoming video and stuff. Yeah, man, and Nobody Knows. Yeah, no, dude, for sure, man. I mean, you're out here putting me on, and you know, you're recognized. But you get that fire, bro. You like eventually, like I appreciate that you give me credit for like sparking the fire, but you really had that fire. Eventually, you would have been like, you would have been still doing this. But I appreciate the credit. No, man, I had the fire, but bro, I mean, like, dude, like, you need that push. You need something. Yeah, well, no, it just started with our, you know, with our boy. You know, if he didn't see something in me, and he didn't feel confident enough in me to approach you, someone who's already been in this game. I mean, how long have you been doing this? Shit, so for 18, 19?
And
19?
you got about almost 10 years, right? Like, you've been consistent. You've been doing shows. You've gone out of state and done shows. You have your own clothing line, OKL2, OKL Crew Life.
Our Crew Life.
Yeah, man, go ahead and follow that as well. You're doing a lot, and it just hopefully, with everybody we got. I see our clique right now, and we're doing stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Cause, I've done shows by myself, but it fucking feels awesome. Like the crew and the teams coming together.
Oh yeah,
supportive, and obviously it's not just all about me, man. Like wherever I can fucking help out, like anybody else to push you to do your music too. Like I'm always willing to give some people some stage time and do a collab and fucking let because right now the homie Bands, shout out to Bands, we got a song working together, and I'm just gonna try to get them on the most shows I'm rocking too. I'm the one getting booked, but if I get a homie on the track and they fucking perform too, I don't fucking mind, man.
Yeah, no, definitely, and because you got a gang of shows coming up. So let's see, you got. On June 24th, you got El Centro, California.
El Centro.
And you're opening up again for Bravo,
yeah, that was for Bravo. And then I'm going to Salt Lake City on June 18th. That's for Bout the Bag. And Capo, I haven't really listened to Capo's music. I heard Bout the Bag, so I'm familiar with him. It's my first show opening up for them.
Yeah, and actually, strange fact here is Bout the Bag, they just did a show this Friday at the Catalyst.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's from out there.
In the same the same promoter that's put.
Is there any beer over here?
Oh yeah, no, I got you.
Let me get a chill.
Yeah,
some Rolling Rocks.
Yeah, we got to stay hydrated here at Hot 16s. You got to stay properly quenched. Get one of these here really quick.
Salute.
Cheers. Keep this going here.
Get the clink in there.
Yeah, I got to get
add it in there.
Yeah, I got to add the clank. But my Clash here. Yeah, so he's got the show June 24th out in El Centro, California. He's opening up for Bravo the Bag Chaser. And we got June 18th, Salt Lake City, opening up for DB About the Bag. And then this is just a big one for me. I'm super proud of this man. Hard work pays off. He's going to be doing a show July 16th. Out in Riverside, California, and my boy's going to be opening up for OGZ from Shoreline Mafia, and it is going to be an absolute amazing night, and you can tap in with me and Clash, too, if you need tickets or anything like that.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We have them. We got you,
overall, OKL, the dream is, too, if the teams and the crews keeps coming together and help support, pretty much you can just start looking for OKL for any tickets for any events. That's the goal. Pretty much this dude was fucking. I heard the story that you were trying to sell tickets in line, and the tickets we were trying to sell for the Bravo and Pomona, they're $20. And I heard that people were not wanting to buy the tickets from you in line.
Yeah.
And then you get in first because you got the tickets, and then turns out that everybody at the door had to pay $45 to get in.
Yep.
So it's you fucking idiots.
We literally. So this is the fun thing about this, bro. We go, we do our thing, okay? We squad up. It's me, Clash, and our whole team. We're starting small, right? So what do? Well, you handed me 100 stickers, and I immediately was just out there doing my thing.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Pushing, giving free, giving some stickers out to the line, up to the door. So, of course, it's all about your hustle. We get our tickets to these shows. We got to sell them. So, what did we do? Oh, we got some tickets left over. Let's hook some people up. So... Hey, well, what was the one you did? It was $10 on that.
Yeah, I was willing to give away for $10.
Yeah, literally, we offered tickets to this group of people for. You would have got 3 tickets for $30. Bravo the Bag Chaser, special guest appearance by Phoenix Flex and
Skip the line
too, and that was the thing that was also so great. So I'm out running around, and I have my hard copy tickets. And what was it? There was the guy, right? The guy at the door. He was like, "Who's got a hard copy? You get in first." And all of us were like, "Yeah, we got hard copy." And we just went ahead of 200 people at least.
Right.
Right off the bat, we get right in there, and then they were charging it was 45, 50 a head.
The homegirl tried to come in there later, and they copped tickets for me. I had to go outside and give them tickets. Mm-hmm. But they were saying they were trying to charge them $45 a head to get in.
Yeah.
And so right now, man, get your OGZ ticket right now. It's $30, bro. Because
seriously,
you try to go to the door and it's $60.
Don't come fucking bitching and complaining to us.
Saying we didn't tell you.
Literally, no, we got tickets on lock. We got shows lined up. We're doing things. We're gonna be active all summer. We ain't slowing down. We're looking for anything too. We're looking for guests too for this podcast. If you're listening to this today, Oh, excuse me. Whew, I drank a little water here.
Go for it.
A little burpee. But if you are listening to this, yeah, we are looking for more guests here for the show. And, yeah, it's just a great talk show, you know. Hopefully, like, so far, like, you know, you're catching a vibe. You know, we're out here. We're doing things a little different, you know. Like, I mean, for you, man, like, here's some fun questions. When it comes to an MC, what do you look for in an MC?
An MC, no, okay, for sure. Like off the back, an MC and a rapper is not the same thing. You could be an MC. Usually, a real MC will be a rapper, but you could be a rapper and not be an MC. Because if those who don't know, MC is master of ceremony. And originally it wasn't for rap, it was just for anybody that could control the crowd and get the crowd going and be like a host to an event. And but overall, as an MC rapper, you for sure need to have the capability, that power to like get the crowd going,
take control of the situation,
get the crowd to say what you want them to say. Not to toot my own horn, but I remember one of my best moments I feel like I did as an MC. The homie, he opened up for King Little G in Ventura, and he asked me to introduce him. And I was like, bet, like fucking I'm there. And then I pull up, and I'm able to like I get the crowd going a little bit, and then like somebody said something. Like fun, like stupid, trying to be stupid. And I was like, man, what? Like everybody, boo that man. And I legit had the whole crowd.
That's some Tyler, the Creator type shit.
I had the whole crowd booing at one person. It's like, now it's turned back up. And then I had the fucking crowd going again and shit. And like a lot of people told me like that shit was fucking hilarious. How I got the whole crowd to boo somebody in the crowd. Yeah. And then still get the vibe going. Because after you hear boos, you're kind of scared to get on stage right after a bunch of boos. Yeah. But it was like a fun, it was a fun comedy boo. And like, that's the example of being an MC. Like, I didn't even go to perform. It's just, can you control the crowd? Can you have the crowd like doing what you want to do? Like, obviously, I don't promote riots, but you have to have that power and that energy that to be. If you told the whole crowd just go mob the street, like people will fucking listen to you because
you're on stage.
Yeah, people are naturally sheep, and we're all gonna fucking listen. Like people will go like, why are we following this guy? I don't know, man, but he's.
I'm down with it.
He's a vibe.
Yeah, he's a fucking vibe. So let's run it. Nah, dude, that was like, I mean, like anything, man. Like fuck, people are such followers. Like, march to your own beat at least, or try to. I mean, you got something going on, like Tupac said it best. If you're just trying to feed off the next person to keep you going, you a hoe. And if you build yourself up from the top, well, I'm a pimp.
Fuck yeah.
From the man of Tupac, you feeding off someone else, you just a hoe. You know, do it on your own. Be a man and build yourself to that stature and that respect level, because respect isn't given, it's earned. That was a hard thing I took a long time trying to get over, especially getting over yourself. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know where you're at, but then you also gotta keep a solid mindset, you know, and you can't ever let yourself get into a pattern of distractions that leave you away from reality. You know? Sure. Like, that's why what I do with this podcast, you know, like, this is a good way for me to be an outlet and also kind of get some, you know, just a little bit out, you know, it's like a good way to communicate, build relationships, host people, you know, and just...
Yeah, okay, your first intention, your first reason for all this is because you love it and you like it.
Exactly.
You're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Because if you're just doing it because, like, oh, I want the fame, the riches, the women, you're gonna dry out, dude, because, like, if that shit can drive you mad and stress you out, because once you don't see all those things coming in, you're gonna want to give up.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why that can't be your first motivation. I like what one homie of mine told me recently. He said, "You do it because you love it. Like the best in the world don't do it to be the best in the world. They do it because they love doing the sports, music, whatever the fuck you want to call it." And then after that, he said, but also you gotta like to want to be the best. Like, it's kind of like contradicting. You don't want to be. You're not doing it to be the best, but you're just doing what you love. And then if you love being the best, then you're gonna strive on being the best, but not to please everybody else and to be the best, but to fucking just because that's what you want to be, the best.
That's what you want to be. I mean, being the best. I don't know. Like, if you want to be the best, you have to invest in yourself.
For sure, man.
You know, like, believe in yourself, and that was a big thing that I never did. Self-doubt, man. You know, like, anybody out there, never fucking doubt yourself.
Fuck yeah, shake that shit off,
You know, if you're a fan of this page, I want you to know that I'm here to encourage you, you know, to get over that. I took so much time to get where I'm at, to get over my self-doubt, about whatever other people think.
Yeah, you can't care about looking like a fool, man.
I mean, like, if you're gonna do this, there's gonna be negativity.
You're gonna have bad shows, you're gonna have bad projects, but you keep doing it, man. You keep pushing.
And that's the thing I've learned actually too, with like some kind of things too. Is I've even with the few people I've met, I'm a people person, man.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've learned that by a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, well, no, but I'm very keen to knowing who you are as a person. I'm gonna read you up and down, man. I could read you better than a book, Playboy. I could see through you like Scotch tape.
Fuck yeah.
You know, like I just like it. That gives me an idea of who you are. Is body language and how you represent yourself and how you present yourself and how you come off. You know, like if I can't catch that with you or you know, I pick up a different vibe, then once you show me lameness, you can't undo your lameness.
Right.
You know, like
respect is easy, hard to gain, easy to lose.
Exactly, you know, and it's crazy too to think like how many of these people out here, like I was actually watching like Soft White Underbelly.
Oh yeah,
you ever watch that?
I've been watching it more recently.
Well, Mark Lieta, that guy, he's a great journalist. If you guys,
yeah, it's very interesting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about, you know, we're doing things different, but you want to talk about, I mean, someone that's really, he does journalism different. Is Mark Lieta, Soft White Underbelly. He's on YouTube. I was watching a series or show, one of his episodes before we did this. Just falling back on what culture has done to even small things like pimping. And he had an interview with some pimps on there saying like, you know, like they're like what mainstream culture has done to what the game used to be. There used to be rules and regulations to these games. Pimping, the rap game. You know, the streets. And it's all water under the bridge now.
Yeah, now there's a lot of clout, man. Like fucking
clout chasing.
Recording yourself, going out looking for trouble, like with hoods, like
promoting beef.
Back then, like fuck all your heads fucking check your ass for fucking recording fucking activity like that, you know. And nowadays it's like everybody's trying to record every fight, every fucking tagging they're doing, fucking every little fucking movidas, and it's like I don't condone all that shit in the first place, but still, if you're gonna do your shit smart, man.
Yeah, man, exactly. Do your shit smart. You know, we out here.
But I ain't trying to see none of my people. Nobody I ain't trying to see nobody fucking in a cell or in a fucking box.
Nah, bro, I'm not trying to be there either. You know, or not even that, bro. I'm not trying to see any of my homies 6 feet under. You know. That's another thing. I want.
Everybody has their free will. Everybody has their decisions. What life decisions you're gonna make. But still, I don't want to see people locked up and fucking.
Yeah, man, I want to see all my boys doing good. And, you know, we'll fall back, too, on here, you know, on terms of people doing good. You know, this is just from a mutual friend. He always encourages me to do good. And, you know, shout out to my boy. Everybody should be willing to just want to better themselves, want to do better, and always want to run their paper up.
For sure, man.
Run that paper up, player.
Fuck yeah, man.
Make
those investments. Make those risky investments, man.
And like if you ain't...
Plan it out, have a plan, and make those risky investments. They're going to fucking pay off.
Yeah, they are, you know, and that's what I'm doing right now. You know, like this is all just an investment, you know. So it's an interesting time. But I'm gonna ask you a question here. I got this. Got a little binger packed up, so I'll give you some time to talk. But wow, so many good ones. Let's see here. I already asked you that one. You know what? Right off the dome here, we'll just make some
dome.
Right off the dome, make some. We'll make some off the dome questions here. In the next 5 years, in terms of like your business plan, you know, typical. You know, you got your 30-day, your 1 year. What's your 5 year? Like with your whole vision right now, you've been in it a decent time. You got some momentum that you've worked really hard to get to. Where do you see your 5 year plan? Like these next 5 years, where do you see
musically
going?
Or for OKL?
Just your whole brand and everything you got going on.
Shit. I'm fucking hopefully headlining my own shows. That's fucking first, man. Like headlining my own shows. But also with the brand, I would love to fucking just throw my own events and like book big artists. Like that's the thing. Some of the shows I did book, I was able to get a Still Provoke and Fora to perform at my gym. And I was signing Still Provoke and I mentioned it to him. Like also like I'm also I just fuck with your music. I like your music. I want to see your shit live. You know, like. It's not just about the money, the clout, or whatever the fuck. I see an artist and like I actually enjoy and respect and like their music. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to go, well, shit. Yeah, anybody will pay for meet and greet and do all that, but why not book the guy yourself, fucking get to see him live, get to meet him fucking in business and an event and fucking...
And do your thing.
Yeah, I would love to see O'Kill fucking start throwing some big shows. Like, I don't even have to be the headliner. I could fucking book somebody big. I don't have to perform. And then, and the money, the money don't matter, like fucking... We all want to fucking make our paper flip, but... fucking sometimes, like, just to do what you love, you gotta fucking make those risky investments. And fucking... Yeah, I want OKL to fucking start doing festivals, do big-ass events, get the cipher bigger, get some bigger names on it.
Yeah.
And, so, like, not just because I'm forcing them with money and shit. Like, I want to fucking have them come out because, like, eventually the ciphers have more respect in general within the hip-hop community and more people are more willing to hop on it. So that's pretty much the goal right now for OKL. Grow it, fucking get my be able to hire people and actually like pay my people.
Same,
it'd be fucking awesome. Just have people.
Yeah.
Because I got like for example the homegirl, she's struggling for work, but she loves the environment of fucking events and the fucking you met Mariana. Fucking shout out Mariana for letting me down.
Shout out.
She
Straight up. Yeah.
And,
She.
like, my dream is to fucking have her working for me. Like she works. Like she helps me out, but like I pay her very little here and there.
Hey, but we as long as. The thing is, it goes back on, I pay attention to lyrics, and this is just something I want to touch on. Hobson lyric. I don't know if you ever listened to, what was it? It was Story of Mine by Hobson.
Okay, I think I remember that
And
one.
he's got a line in there that's really, it's the truth, bro. It's like, I would slip my homie $100 and watch how he would bitch on how it's enough. Yo, homie, that got my internet and my cell cut. Like... Why are you expecting something right now? When I blow up, I got you.
Right.
And that's where I'm at right now, dude. I'm all about promos, free promos, and like I don't expect anything from anybody.
That pretty much what the hood theory is for right now. Just give a platform for anybody who's hustling or making music, man.
Yeah, dude. And the music industry. It's crazy. We learn more and more every day with it. And what I've learned in my short, like really good, I could say I've really only been in this for 2 months. Let's just stamp that right now. Like I've been a freestyler. I freestyled for a good time now, but I'm not saying I've been in this game because I have nothing. There was no effort to the process. So it was a whole thing. So fucking with the whole process though, I can really say the first vision of all this started. I was living in Fullerton in like 2018, and it was one of the first times I had moved down here. And the Hot 16's vision came from, I had worked at this job, and I had a coworker, and he approached me out in the parking lot and had asked me for a cigarette. And he's like, do you spit bars at all? Are you into freestyles? And I was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. And we were doing our thing, dude, and we'd be spitting in the parking lot and doing all that, and, yada, yada, yada. And then from there, dude, I would go home and in my work journal with all my salespeople, I would be writing bars and doing my thing. And I actually have a post, one of my first ever kind of posts with music or anything talking about the process. And I could truly say it's kind of where it started, like the Hot 16's.
For sure.
And I was chilling at my girl's and my mother-in-law's apartment. I was on the little deck patio. I was just posting up. I had a tall boy, a notebook. Bro, I didn't even have a normal pair of shoes on my feet at the time. I was wearing my golf shoes because that was the only shoes I had. And, from right there, I just had written in my bar in the paper in the photo, like, spit a Hot 16. And then from there, it was just a vision I had. Like, bro, like, let's build something where it's just Hot 16s, like let's bring hip hop back to where it was, because like everybody, we all listen to mainstream. We all like, we all like Kendrick, we all like,
Like when people are super on like, oh, fuck the mainstream shit, like, dude, you gotta have fucking love for music all angles, you gotta love that underground and fucking mainstream music still mainstream.
The thing is mainstream is actually going independent, and it comes.
Yeah, and today, now it's fucking.
And it actually falls back though with Tech 9. Once again, this is me paying attention to lyricism, bro. Mainstream won't go, or Tech won't go mainstream. Mainstream will go Tech, and he said that on an album called All 6's and 7's. And the weird kind of, I'm right now getting goosebumps thinking about it. The chilling thing about that album, all 6's and 7's, he dropped the album on June 7th, 2011.
Nice.
And so you have June 6th, which is 6. The date is 7. All 6's and 7's is the name of the album. And then there's like another thing with the like the Illuminati like sequence with the numbers and the patterns and how you add and multiply 2011. It equals like 6 and 7. And there's this whole like kind of like subliminal message with the release of that album.
Yeah, for sure. Tech is for sure a like very deep guy. You get the little interviews I've seen, you can see that he knows a lot of shit.
He's very emotionally invested into his music, and that's why like I feel like I related to him on such a personable scale. If I could also ask you this, since we are talking about like a lot of like independent like rap, what is in terms of like a region? You got the Midwest, you got the Bay, you got the Dirty South. Mm-hmm. You got Queens, and you got your battle rap. You got we got all that type. Independent view though, what is your favorite independent scene from the States? Like that you really can connect with, that you be like, hey man, like shit, throw on some. If we're listening to Dirty South, throw on some Paul Wall, or if we're listening to fucking whatever.
Yeah, that brings it back to what I was saying earlier about my favorite, because like right now, even though like what I considered talent, that's not really what I'm like listening to right now. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of like the local scene. So to answer that question, it has to be the West Coast, because the reason I relate to it is like that's my coast. Like all respect to all other regions, but again, since this is my home, I want to see, even though like some food might not be the best, I still want to see West Coast independent grow, because like. Mm-hmm. It might sound a little selfish, but also like it goes back to me. That's the scene like where that's my closest scene. So that's where I'm really like listening to who's popping off over here right now, and just for opening for shows, just to know mm-hmm. what's my region really sounding like. Obviously, I'm not gonna jock anybody or bite anybody's style, but I still want to evolve, as an artist, and know like, okay, this is like how the sound people want. Have like a similar sound, but still do my own flow, my own style mm-hmm. and shit.
Yeah,
but still definitely. Have that flavor, that West Coast flavor and shit. So right now, I just want to see the West Coast do good. I want to see Cali, LA artists do good. Right now, I feel West Coast is really doing good. Mostly the North Cal, because like for sure North Cal fucking
shout out
artists,
North Cal baby.
Like they for sure like at least from my point of view, I feel like the whole collaboration domination is really strong, way more stronger in North Cal.
Yes.
Like you see all these independent artists collabing with each other with shows, ciphers, songs, mm-hmm. and like fucking just the comedy video fucking
everything.
Content. And like over here, I feel like you see it a little bit, and I feel like they're like dudes have been starting to do that over here, like Bravo, Phoenix, Peso, Suede.
Yeah, but it all comes back because they're fucking with artists like Mike Sherm from the Bay, and they're getting all this game from NorCal. Like
sure, it's teamwork too. Like everybody working together, because like once like that's where like for sure like some dudes could do it and like not really involve other artists in their career, but for sure for like collaboration domination, man, we all got to work together.
Hey, that's a good one right there. Collaboration domination. Yeah, man. You could almost, man, that would almost be like a good compilation album, almost right there, man. Right,
yeah,
fucking
man.
Collaboration domination. Ooh, man, we're just giving you fucking $1 million worth of game right now on this. Fucking remember that one.
Know where you heard it.
Know where you heard it, right? So yeah, man, that's cool though, dude. That you're the acknowledgement though there for the NorCal rap, man. The scene it's definitely in the last 5 or 10 years. We're on the map.
Yeah, for sure. We got somebody right here in the West Coast. I feel like we were dry for a long time.
I
think the last thing that came out strong, independent probably just Hobson, but like even though he's still a fucking legend, he's still huge. Like obviously, like he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't have that same. For me, like I don't feel the same thing as like when he first was his earlier album.
Well, I mean that's with any artist though. I mean, I've stepped away from artists before. I mean, but it's just like anybody says, like I have a catalog of music. If you don't like this, you can still go listen to this, but
for sure.
You get burnt out, like that's another thing too. Like you gotta keep it fluent, you gotta recycle it a little bit, like, I mean, I'll fall into some strange, like shit. What was it? Yesterday I was listening to some Akon. I was like, man, fuck my library. I don't want to listen to any of this right now. And I have like over 500 songs. I mean, they're great songs, don't get me wrong. They're all bangers, don't get me wrong. Country, blues, some Beatles on there. You know, we got a wide variety of music. But then I go back, my thing that's fun, you know, and all these people out there too. This is the way, you're going to find some new music. An artist that you like, but you don't have a song saved by them. And then you just kind of go peep back into that catalog. You know, like I find music in some weird ways. You know, like we learn. You know, it's trial and error. What are some ways that you find music, or how do you find artists?
I gotta be honest. I'm not, compared to all my other hip hop homies. I gotta be like, I probably like the less of the person who's hunting for new music. I have my days where like, you know, I just chill, hunt down for new music. But yeah, I don't really do that as much. I probably like, I try to put more work in. Like obviously I'm always getting influence from other people, but I feel like it's kind of like how with me and my mixed martial arts. Like I enjoy watching fights, but I enjoy being in sparring and being in the moment more than watching it. Yeah, because like I watch it and it'll pump me up. And same with music, I'll go find new music and it'll pump me up. But I rather be, you know, in the booth on the notepad, fucking, or right there on my phone, putting lyrics together, freestyling like that. I enjoy that more. Like it fucking. Yeah. It's cool finding new music, but then after I find a couple new songs, like the first thing I want to do is like, let's just do a cypher, dog. Yeah. Let's create something bars, right now ourselves. You know?
Yeah, my whole thing with the bars thing, you know, and me like with music, like I've never been a writer. Like, I just never. I have a bad. I don't have patience, you know.
I got a lot of homies like that. Merc is like that. Merc can flow and fucking kick freestyles for a long ass time.
Yeah, you know,
like when you make him write something, he'll go through like 6 bars, or he'll have the 16 and then just crumble it up and throw it away in front of me. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, so what? Just create something. Like the shit doesn't have to be the most fire shit. You don't always have to be fire, you know.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes, I mean, even with me, man, like a part of this whole podcast too, I put it off because my vision wasn't there, dude. You know, like I wanted this to be where I wanted it to be, you know, and
for sure, you gotta just start.
You know, well, no, that was the thing too. I was trying to do this, dude, and I didn't have I was like, okay, well, who's gonna be on your show? And I was starting to kind of get out there and be like, okay, hey, I have a podcast, and they're like, oh, let's look you up. Oh, it's in pre-production, and that was like a big red flag, dude, to a lot of people, and then. Since I've started,
because people there's a lot of
if they don't
in the music industry, there's so many people who say oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. Stay tapped in, and you never see it happen. So since you a lot of, especially for artists who've been doing it for a while, since you see so many people make false promises, as soon as somebody doesn't have something, you're like, okay, you're in that category. You're one of those dudes.
No, well, that's like what I said with Tupac, man. I've already learned from a few people, the mutual kind of feeling is there at the introduction, and already the some love I've given, it's just whoa, I'm really doing something here for you, and I pay attention to what you got going on, and I don't see anyone else doing this for you, you know.
For sure.
You know, it's kind of I've learned you gotta not be so not gullible, but you gotta really really kind of, you know, it's like chess.
Yeah, it's all logical. Right now, I'm doing the ciphers and the beer pong. It's just a platform from other artists. But yeah, I do have another agenda. I want to promote my brand. To have
in the end, it's a business.
Yeah, there's that. But you know, it's both. You know, you have an intention, but still you do shit for free. You just go and work and just fucking fuck with people. Mm-hmm. And obviously, people fuck with that. Obviously gonna be some people who take advantage of you. Mm-hmm. You guys gotta weed them out, but that's part of the game. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You just gotta learn and read people and freaking. And get reputation with people. Obviously, somebody's lagging it too much. Let them look for you if they want to be involved with your projects.
Exactly, and that was the thing too that I learned is I had to go out there and find some people, you know, and
there's a lot of cool people, man. For sure. Shout out to the individuals. They've been showing gang of love.
Hey, shout out exactly. No, and I'm gonna actually right now I'm gonna give a shout out to Dubs and Up and Aladiz. Aladiz the Great, just for being so just down. With what I got going on, I want to give y'all a shout out and thank you for everything y'all do for me, man. You guys are definitely, we're going to have them out too. Hot 16's fam, expect to hear an episode with, the group The Individuals. It's a 4-piece rap group out of Pomona, California, and we were just at a show last night. Clash performed and they performed, and we actually got some footage, and it's in pre-production right now, and we're making episode 4 of Support the Underground. That's going to be dropping on my YouTube page on Monday at noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Be on the lookout for that. Make sure you like and subscribe, and to tell a friend, you know, like, well, you know, we're making good, wholesome content, you know, we're trying to we're doing it different, you know, like, we're not trying to, how do you say this, man? Like, I guess, I'm not trying to sell my soul. You know,
for sure, man.
I'm not trying to do what everybody else is doing, you know, and that was something I did out of high school. I only went to college for a semester, and I did hybrid and alternative fuel. I'm into electrical stuff. You know, what you've learned about me, and I just, you know, I was like, man, you know, it's just like the stuff it's different, you know. It's like the game from school and all that, you know, like you got to pick what your element is.
For sure. It's like, yeah, because this shit, you can't go to school for this. You go to school for recording and video stuff.
Yeah.
But to actually get into the scene and be hands-on and get experience always working with people, like,
you got to be active.
Like, it's like pretty much school is just going, all they can do is teach you the theory. And that's, I think that's true for almost anything you major in. Mm-hmm. They're going to just teach you the theory and like the knowledge of it, but the actual work, like putting in work and actually doing it and working with people, having a boss, and just be like collaborating with other people, like you can only do that like by getting dirty, getting in the mud, and start digging these trenches yourself and shit, and start knowing what it takes to build something.
Exactly, dude, and like it doesn't, it's not gonna be handed to you, you know, like
nothing is promised to you, man.
Yeah, and
like,
I see
you think something's promised to you, though, you're not gonna go for it.
Yeah, and what's crazy too, like, man, like you see mainstream, right? You know, like the world, like we're all sheep, you know, like we get kind of manipulated and controlled to a certain extent, but dude, how many artists, like right now we're sitting here at the table, and I got my notes out here. I mean, in the matter of like 2 months, I've met over
congrats,
like 75 artists, and that proactively have talked to, communicated with on such a personable level, and a lot of great artists that we're gonna have on the show too.
I respect you, man. You're like, I like your fucking energy too, because like that's the type of heads you want around. You want to like get people, like you have your crew in an event, and you don't want to be like telling them like, oh, do this, do that. Like if everybody has their own hustle, everybody has their own like want to network. Obviously, they're like, you guys are there to support me, but dude, like go out and network and have your own hustles.
We're supporting each other.
Yeah, like
like, you know, for instance, like when we did the Bravo show, you know, that's a scalable crowd right there, dude.
Yeah,
like, you know,
dope,
you
man.
had your table. You let me pull up at your vendor spot, and I got to put some of my stickers with my name on it. You know, that just goes to show you, you know, game recognized game, and that's exactly what
I should have hit you with that. $100, bro, to put your stickers on the table.
Hey, man, it's fucking.
There's foods like that, man.
There are.
Like, the more you get into it, there is shit like that, man. Yeah. Like me, I don't mind, because like I was talking to some people last night, and like I'm looking for sponsors. Like I get a booth promised to me every event I do. But I'll trade the booth. I'll let somebody else have the booth. Like, you know, if they want to sponsor me, like financial sponsorships only. Like fucking, they could come and have the booth instead, and I'll just do my show and just make my hustle, my gas money. Yeah, get my gas money easier and make my hustle easier.
Yeah, we got to get out there. You know, like we got to get to these shows. You know, all donations are always accepted to all causes.
Yeah,
you know,
obviously, and if you cop the shirt, cop the gear, like it's not like you're just giving us free money. Like you're making a purchase, but also that money goes straight to the brand, goes straight to more shows, goes straight to the music production. And go straight to fucking the hustle. It doesn't like, we're not just grabbing it and fucking snorting it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're not just taking it and blowing it. Like a lot of, like, for me, you know, all my time and my investments, everything that I have gotten back, it goes right back in to this, and that's what a business is about, you know. The logistics of all of it. It's a business, you know, like we're here having fun, you know, like I know we're out here putting our content out and we're just having a blast, but no, I mean, it's a business, you know. We're keeping the business.
Yeah, it's both. You gotta keep that balance. You make it too business. Like that's what my boss, like. I respect that he wants me to like try to get like see everywhere I could get $1, but at the same time, people feel that energy. Like they can sense it. Like, okay, you don't really care about me supporting you. You don't care about me being a fan. You don't care about if I care about your music. You just want my money. Yeah. And then especially when you give them free shit and you're just fucking just doing a bunch of free stuff for the community, for the scene, for fans. Like they see that, like, oh shit, like you're not.
Well, that was just even like you and me. Like when we were out at the show, we were offering $10 tickets to a $45 at-door show.
Right, we just trying to show love.
Literally, we were giving back to the hip hop community because we want to show you that we're invested in our fans.
For sure.
You know, like you're going to see us perform. You know, you're on that set list. They came to see you and everybody
the
else.
Fans matter more than yourself. That's
exactly.
For sure.
You got to always thank your fans, and I mean, you're never here. Back. Yeah, exactly. You're never here without them, and like, it's actually like cool. Like, I love my crowd interactions, dude, with all of them and everybody. Like, I can say this: every follower I have. I mean, oh yeah. Do your thing, yeah. Every crowd interaction and everything. All my followers, I've met every single one and have had the chance to talk to them, exchange words with them, and even like taking like a memento, a sticker, you know, a flyer, or you know whatever it may be, and you know, for future reference too, if I ever see you at a show, make sure you got some slag, some stickers. You're going right on that.
Get your merch, man. Like the one thing that sucks is if you go and you have a successful crowd. Like for example, if I would have had a successful crowd, like a show right there, which like I feel like I did in Bravo, like, and then you don't got no stickers, you have no way for like they have to personally go up to you or like to get your contact. It's gonna be a lot more difficult. They're gonna be like, oh, remember that one person? Yeah, but I don't remember their YouTube. I don't remember their fucking their Spotify. Yeah. I don't remember their fucking Instagram.
Yeah, that's why
you need stickers. You need that merch. You need to fucking make sure people know where to find you after.
Yeah, and Clash, he's got his own crew. Well, our crew life OKL. He's got a merch line out. He's got T-shirts, beanies, hoodies. Do you have a website or an easy way?
I don't have a website. I'm going to work on a Shopify soon. Right now, you just got to DM me straight to the Instagram, either my Instagram, which is Clash__D, or the OKL Instagram, OKL_life. So you just hit us up on Instagram or any other social medias. I got TikTok, I got Twitter. Wherever you find me, just hit me up with a message, and I got you.
Yeah, you can hit me up too. I'm proactively in touch with Clash here, so yeah, like I said, we're all working together. Merch, whatever it may be, tickets, even like you want maybe an update on some shows. Like, hey, what y'all got going on? You know,
let us know.
Yeah, let us know. You know, so and even if you got stuff going on too, say y'all need some openers. You know, we got Clash here.
I'll do any show, man. I'll do any show.
He's a great artist. He brings great energy to the crowd. You know, he can definitely get the vibe right.
Thank you.
You know, like, yeah, it's just cool. You know, like when you start like going out and meeting like people. You know, like, I mean, it's insane. Like the dots. Like my first event that I actually did. Right here, we're looking up on the wall. We got one of the from the tour. I got the poster signed by all of them. Their manager is friends with a mutual friend that has another reggae band that used to manage them, and then it just brought that friend group and this friend group and then their reggae scene, and it just went pop, you know.
Hell yeah, man.
Cherry on top, you know. And that was just my first event, and I was already like, oh, hey, yo. And I'm out there like, fuck, I'm chilling with these guys, and they got, you know, guys from Tribal Seeds like doing their drums on their tracks, you know, and like, I was just like, whoa, you know, and like you're talking to me, you know, that was like, wow, you know, it was it's great what fan interaction, artist interaction, like how they can encourage you and help you, like.
Okay, you gotta go to shows and be a fan, because like when people hit me up like, oh, like how'd you get this dope shows? Like honestly, like you gotta go to shows and fucking just. And it might not be 100% easy, but just talk to people, to find like and be observant. You know, enjoy yourself, have a good time, but be observant. Like, okay, this guy looks like somebody's a shot caller. Obviously, like you don't like you. Of course, we all want to meet the headliner, but the smartest idea is not don't go straight to the headliner. Expect him to fucking give you opportunities. Be vigilant. See who's the behind the scenes guys, who's working for them, or who's booking them, and you hit them up and you talk to them. And obviously, they're gonna have different situations on how to do the show. And that's how you get shows, man. You just gotta go to shows. If I just be supportive, and like doors will open.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we were saying, like it's safer to stay home, but at the same time, like nothing gets done just staying at home. You know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I mean, if you can
gotta be outside.
Well, if you're working remote, you know, like power to you. But you know where we're at, I don't remember hearing about anybody that during COVID that was remotely like making it in a hip hop media thing, you know, because
unless they already had their
unless they were exactly
established,
you know, and they were doing their thing. But we it's crazy, like, you know, that fan interaction and everything that like goes on, because without it though, dude, like you don't have everything that we're working towards.
For sure.
So yeah, but with that being said.
The hour mark, right?
Yeah, we're at the hour mark, but we are going to take just a infomercial break here. We're going to have a couple ads, and we'll tune back in here in a couple minutes. Thank you.